US Secretary of State John Kerry says there's a role for many in defeating Islamic State. Speaking at a session of the UN Security Council on Iraq, Kerry said nearly every country in the world could play its part in destroying what he called a militant cult. Our Park Ji-won reports.
At a special UN Security Council meeting chaired by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, a total of 37 countries, including 5 permanent members of the Council and other non-permanent members, as well as several Middle Eastern countries, adopted a statement condemning Islamic State.
In the face of this sort of evil, we have only one option: to confront it with a holistic global campaign that is committed and capable of degrading and destroying this terrorist threat.
Although Iran challenged the U.S. plan to defeat IS, the country threw its support behind the Iraqi government.
My government is ready to continue to assist the Iraqi government and other governments threatened by the ISIL.
Kerry is expected to hold bilateral talks with his Iranian counterpart on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly next week. One of the top agendas will be Tehran's role in the U.S.-led global effort against IS. The U.S. Department of Defense says it will soon begin the process of recruiting and vetting moderate Syrian rebel forces who will assume ground combat missions in the fight against the extremists. Following a 3 to 5 months vetting process, opposition forces will receive training for about a year. This after U.S. Congress adopted the $500 million training program.
And then there'll be probably a period of 8 to 12 months of actual training and fielding. So it's going to be a little while before you start to see opposition fighters returning to Syria, trained and capable and ready to take on ISIL inside Syria.
In the ongoing fight, French jets have joined the U.S. in launching airstrikes against suspected Islamic State targets in Iraq. President François Hollande says jets hit a logistics depot near the city of Mosul, which has been held by IS for months. France has promised more operations in the coming days. Meanwhile, Islamic State militants released some 50 Turkish hostages on Saturday. They had been held in northern Iraq for around 3 months. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.